find myself on you, yeah.
Everything that brought me alive. Though we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. It's up my innocence without an alibi. Smoking gun, you got me on the wrong beat. All that will come, we're out up till dawn. But how can I hide it without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. Took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no
We'll make a new tomorrow.
was wrong to say. I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times.
Even worse for them, seeing that the Camille was taking top lane tier 2, and she might just take it right in front of this Ahri with the damage from her Q. The Camille hookshot actually misses, and Ahri's gonna take her down, I would guess, but the Ahri missing every spell, and Camille taking her down!
Ryan UV coming up big again.
Yes, he can. Magma has to flash ult or something.
It's Svenska, Mike's range.
Going in onto the ADC, big Renato ult hitting almost everyone. It's gonna be a wipe, as you would expect, but this could be still a good fight. Oh my god, Orianna ult on 4 people, but it's not gonna be enough. The Ezreal gets hit by the Senna. He has a slow now and so much attack speed. She's gonna be able to kill the
going,
backline.
doesn't care.
Going in with ult, but that's a 1v5.
Going
That
in
might be a bit
1v5.
overextended, but she just doesn't care at all. She knows she has the GA to wipe everyone, and that's just so much damage coming out from the Ezreal and the Irelia. And that's just a 5-man wipe immediately after getting the soul.
Nice. A bit of a surprise for our production. Wait, let me get back in. There we go.
Why do I have the Russian cap?
Welcome everyone to tonight's matches. We're live with Division 5, so the first week of playoffs for Lasins in their games, in their race towards that first spot. They've been going very, very strong in the regular split, and now we can see them in best of 5s. I'm joined by my friend Jelly. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing,
Quite a nice day. Let's say I'm not tired. Let's say I'm not on caffeine. Let's say it's gonna be 3 great games.
Yeah. Yesterday we had 3 bangers, 2 stomps in a close game. So today I'm hoping for more as well. Now, the teams today are Lasins, of course, and Never Don't Give Up. There's gonna be a never gonna give you up joke there at some point. But these 2 teams have both had good success in their groups. That's why they're here. Lasins went almost undefeated until we streamed them, and Never Don't Give Up came in with about a bit over 50% win rate. They are 3rd in their group, tied for the 4th spot. So they're not, they're not the weakest of the bunch, right?
Jelly possibly died. Jelly alive.
Jelly might have some issues as he stares blankly at the camera with his cap. Regardless, as always, we have a quick hype video for Lasins. Let's go.
Saved off by the hammer from Lip, and now the paranoia is being used, but Cortex going alone into the enemy team, and he's just taken down. But Magnet Storm and Bullet Storm are not hitting the mark just yet, and Relan, look at Relan, he's just hitting, flashing forward. He was left alone, and with those 2 items completed, he's just gonna shred through the entirety of Seed. Meanwhile, Cortex, he is bit pushing on this side, and it's gonna be maybe end of punishment, but he's so tanky, he has so much healing from his items and his passive. The auto just does so much, and Quippe, can you save him? Cortex, can you do this? And they turn it around somehow. Quippe is just able to buy so much time for Cortex to heal back up, and he's... But it looks like Lasins don't want to let them come back, as both ultimate is used, and that Orianna is just gone, and now Alvin, the Magnet Storm, is used maybe a bit too late, and ends up doing pretty much nothing. But Cortex, he wants more, but is it too much? Because Gragas is here, or Gragas rather, and this Drowsy is stopped by Leaf with a great... It looks like they don't want to take it easy, because Leaf is ganking in the mid lane, and with the follow, Cortex gets the kill, but now the Drowsy is here, but they are not sleepy at all, as Verax Lasins wide awake and take that skirmish. The ultimate is popped fairly early, but he's in a 1v3. I mean, I know Swain is strong, but he shouldn't be that broken. But the semi-globals certainly are, with the paranoia coming in from Kripke. This fight is just done and dusted, and it's a free triple kill for Verax Lasins. They're looking for one more action. Remember, no flash from the play he made earlier. He might trade one back, but the flash from Quippe keeps him alive. And that's a clean 4-0 from Verax Lasins.
And we have the joke here as well is that oh, we're stopped now. Okay, that the video does not have the correct names in the for the players, but still, it's the same team. Is a team that's going into playoffs with Storm going towards those finals.
I mean, is it the same team if you like? Is it the same ship if you replace all the boards on it?
Not really, but if you just swap the names.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, what is different though, O2 is the support and Leaf is the top laner in this team right now. And White Monster, Relon on the AD carry, Cortec mid, and KiwiPie jungle. So this team has had, like I said, they were undefeated until we caster cursed them.
Happens to the best. Not the first team to be set up with the caster curse, but looking at their OPGGs, looks promising. White Monster on a bit of a losing spree.
It is what it is. You know, it's solo queue. This is different. What I'm looking at is O2. Last time we streamed them, he had the Tam Kench. Like, I want to see what else he can pick up. I want to see what else he can bring to this game and what shenanigans he'll do.
The one dangerous number I'm seeing there as well is Cortec with that 95% on Aatrox.
Yeah, that's gonna get banned.
That's not.
That's gonna get banned. And I don't think we're seeing KiwiPie's Viego either. So I think that's like 2 bans, and then Draven, unless they're not really afraid of it. But White Monster has been confident enough to first pick it in basically into any team that leaves it up.
That's fair enough. It's a Draven player. They tend to do that and perform pretty well. Dominant lane. Jarl might be picked up as a ban as well. It's pretty strong. For the
or Mundo as well.
Yeah.
And on the other side, starting on blue for the first game, we have Never Don't Give Up. If we look at their team as well before the match, a few interesting picks immediately that come out is that Bard, but it is not the AD carry playing, the support playing it. It is the AD carry playing.
That is very spice.
So Steve, the support, plays more the enchanter. So I think we're gonna get a bit of more hyper carry. So it's a different playstyle than Lasins, whereas Sjogren has kind of a similar profile as KiwiPie.
It's similar, but I don't think we saw the wider. Otherwise, it's pretty close. I wanted to say that we've been decapped, but apparently not really. Production just took some time.
This is gonna keep happening, isn't it?
April 1st, well, it is what it is. I mean, I don't think there's many surprises here besides the Bard AD carry.
If that happens, I'll be so happy. That'd be great. But yeah, otherwise, I think Mikesh and Leaf are gonna have a bit of a brawl in the top side. Very sort of long-range standard from both Mutiny and Cortec. The only thing like contested again is that Mundo in the jungle, again by Sjogren. So KiwiPie plays it, he plays it, and Never Don't Give Up are blue side first, so they can secure it in B1 if they want to, and it's a flex pick towards the top lane as well.
And the strong pick as well. We've seen quite a few Mundos. I think last season when we cast a Mundo just dominating after minute 20, just not being able to take him down. So
was the legendary Mundo with you on Kai?
Yes, it was.
I have never got to see it. I've cast every single game they played. They never picked it. I want it.
I think it was me and Cheese.
Was it? No, I cast it. I know I did because I didn't believe in it.
Oh, you didn't believe in the Mundo? Okay.
Maybe
yeah, we both didn't believe in the Mundo, and then he just decided that it's game over. I remember.
Decided that that's it. Regardless, we're a few minutes away from draft, and well, the stakes are as they are. If you lose this matchup, you're out of the tournament. And yes, you got the playoffs. That's all fine and dandy, but that's it. You got to round of 16. both of these teams are really looking to get further. Both of these teams are really looking to get as far into the tournament as possible.
I mean, the stake is served. Let's see who makes it better.
Yeah. We are, yeah, like I said, the players are getting ready in challenger mode, so hopefully we get the draft up soon for you guys. Still, one thing also.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm doing stuff. I need to pop out chat so I can at least try to reply to chat sometimes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. So, one thing that I really think that Lasins should ban is that Braum, the support from Steve, because I feel like that whatever Lasins wants to do, Braum is so great into that if it's open, if it's available, it can really throw a wrench in their plans.
I mean, it's a Braum. It can throw a wrench into any engagey type of competitions, compositions. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's hard to engage into it. It can deflect every engage pretty easily if it has the cooldowns. And from what we saw, the Mundo just trying to walk into the Jarvan engage, it's a tough one, yeah.
Yeah. We're hearing that there's a wrong OPGG on the team. We're gonna get you new information as soon as we can, but this is the OPGG that Never Don't Not Give Up was registered with earlier today, so things might have changed. Because remember, you can swap players until the last minute before the start of the game mark, and we see it now. So, oh no.
Cafe with milk?
Oh no! Why am I seeing more dots above letters than below?
It's milk. Fine.
Cafe with milk is going to be. Let me just see.
The Shen ADC.
Yeah, instead of Javist, so instead of the AD carry, it is Cafe with milk. He's, I guess, a Twitch one-trick pony, so Twitch is going to be played quite a lot, or most likely banned, because, well, if you get the Twitch rolling in a game, it can really go bad for you.
Especially if you can pair it up with that Milio or Braum. Can we see a Shen AD carry here? An AD carry angle?
Yes. I'd love that.
If it's a game 3, you have to do it, right?
So we can also say a few words about what Never Don't Give Up has played. So the top laner, Mikesh, has played a different champion in all of their games, apart from one Cassante, like 2 games of Cassante. The only player really playing more than one game a lot is, well, I guess, yeah, Steve still. Yeah, we have Steve with 3 Maokai and 3 Rel games.
Understandable, as we see a tail.
Yeah, he's just wandering around.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. From what I'm getting, it's not yet adapted to the league rules, right? Like the new to the fearless. So playing one thing, it's nice. It's comfort.
Yeah, we have. This is not fearless yet. Only Division 1 of SOL got last minute changed to be fearless. We still have yet to see how this plays out in May. So all the other divisions are going to be finishing their playoffs in April. The rest, so the first group is going to be playing it in May. As we enter Champion Select. Okay. Not long delay, and we're going to be picking in in client this time. Yesterday we were doing it out of client, a bit annoying, but now we have in client. Never Do Not Give Up is
Red Side. You chose Red Side, I'm guessing.
No. I think the what is written on screen lies. Lasins is red side. Never Do Not Give Up is blue side. There you go. Fixed already. And yeah, Immediate PewDiePie targeted bans, Gwen, Viego taken out. Meanwhile, Lasins, like I just said, that bans out the Rel from Steve as well as the Camille from Mikesh.
As you see as well, the Gwen taken away from. God damn.
This is gonna keep happening, isn't it? Someone help.
We're trying to be a professional production here. Yet, here you go.
We get it now.
Not on 1st of April. I can put on some glasses and go for it.
Regardless,
Jaron
you
taken
missed.
away as well.
Vi taken out so many jungle bans. If in theory 6 potential jungling champions taken out in the first 6 bans. Let's see what Never Not Gonna Go Give Up is going to first pick. Now they did not choose blue. It's Lasins that chose red. What do you think of that, Jelly?
Well, it makes sense. Blue side right now, I think it's just better to just grab it if you can, as we see the
they
Twitch
didn't.
locked in.
Lasins chose red.
Didn't Never Do Not Give Up have
No
side selection?
No, Lasins had. Lasins were the higher seed.
Okay, I mean, sure, they secured 2 good picks, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
My bad.
With that, Never Do Not Give Up. Went for that first pick Twitch like we talked about, and Mundo, yes, answered by Lasins. Finally.
We see the Mundo, the Verax Mundo.
Finally.
It's been some time that we've seen it.
Now, who do you think it's going to? Is it going towards Leaf or PewDiePie? It's still up for debate, Q.
I think it will be depending on the matchup, but more likely to PewDiePie.
There you go, the Draven lock-in.
There you go.
Relin White Monster, loving that Draven, picking it up as soon as he can. And they know it's into Twitch, and Twitch is like an annoying matchup for Draven because the Twitch can just disappear at some point, and then you're just stuck there farming, and then you overput the lane because you have to spin the axis, and then you get backstabbed by the Twitch.
I mean, it's also pretty hard if you fall behind on the Draven because the Twitch is going to just scale out while you're going to be stuck on a Draven.
But a standard lane matchup without any of the tricks, Draven just outright wins. And that we're followed by a Sejuani and Xerath for Never Do Not Give Up. So a very sort of an OPGG composition coming from them. They picked their most played champions and went with it.
Yeah, front to back, basic front to back with the tank and the Twitch behind. Oak Mage, a bit of control as well.
Now, what do you think Lasins bans here? Because I have to think you're going to be looking at the support. You have to take maybe away the Lulu, maybe Melio, or like Braum.
Braum.
I talked about it. I mentioned it.
You definitely want to take away the Braum, especially if it's a Mundo with maybe paired up with a Jaron or something engaging. You don't want the Braum. But I'd say Melio as well, because it's really annoying to play with it.
There's not a lot of hard CC yet on Lasins, though. So, to be fair, we don't have the support yet. And we don't have either the top lane or the jungler. So, it's going to be the last pick, most likely, towards those guys. Ambessa taken out by Never Do Not Give Up. So, they're projecting this Mundo to go into the jungle, which I think we agree with. But still, top lane is always a possibility, like you say, depending on the matchup.
Yeah, if you see a good opportunity for the Mundo to go top, especially if you bait 2 top bands out here and the Milio band, as we said. If you see a opportunity for the Mundo to go top with like baiting out 2 top lane bands, it's just better for you to just leave it.
Oh, Rans Beast in chat explaining why Fearless is not enabled for all groups, for all divisions, and honestly, good explanation.
Good explanation. Yeah. My ambitions are ruined. I wanted to return, but it looks like no go.
I think until Riot makes an official Fearless draft, like where you can input those things, I agree with you. It's nigh impossible for everyone to just adhere to it. There'd be so many tickets like, oh no, they picked the wrong champion and this and that. Is that a no ban by Never Do Not Give Up, actually? Did they miss a ban?
I think they timed out on it, or
Oh no.
You know how you band last second, and sometimes it just goes, oh, something went wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Goodbye, ban. So, and like I said, the support being picked up by Lasins, so they're leaving the counter pick towards the last pick there for either jungle or top. Maokai most likely going to Steeb, and let's see what the last champion is going to be for the top lane of Mikesh.
Be a lot of options here, to be fair.
You're most likely blind picking, or it's a Shen.
Shen? And ADC.
Is it a Shen ADC? Can we get a
Twitched
Shen
up.
ADC? That'd be great.
Twitched up. Shen ADC.
Twitched up.
I believe.
uh, why not at this point? Honestly, if they can make
It's
it
April
work.
Fools. Come on.
Yeah, it's April Fools. If you can make it work, that'd be great. And Gragas last pick for leave, so it's going to be that jungle Mundo coming in from KiwiPie. I love it. I think it's. I have done a 180 in my opinion about Mundo. It is such a strong champion, and I think it really pairs well with what Lasnas have brought for it themselves.
Yeah, both teams have pretty decent compositions, right? Both have mostly front to back, a bit in different ways of never do not give up, a bit more relying on that Twitch to get ahead, while Verax, while a ahead Draven is amazing and fun to play, but he just falls off a cliff, so you probably want to get that ace hole as fat as possible.
And the draft poll is up. Who do you think won the draft? You can vote in chat. And Jelly, who do you think gives it? Just name plays off. Just do you see these
Flip
champions?
a coin at this point.
I think so.
It can go both ways. I think it can go both ways. Like it really depends on what happens on the map. If we turn off both names, I'd probably pick the Verax. Yeah, Verax, mostly because I prefer an aggressive bot lane playstyle.
I kind of agree with you. I think this Twitch is very feast or famine. And if you don't get enough of a sort of, if you don't get ahead, which is going to be very hard into the team of Lasins, you can also just fall behind mid game. Yes, you have that late game scaling and that, single hello can change your life behavior. But if you fall behind, the dragons are forfeit. There's no damage. The only damaging character is the Xerath. You have 3 other tanks. It becomes hard for this team to play.
It's surprising that they picked Maokai for support here when Lulu was available, or Anami, or something more, to complement the Twitch a bit better than a Maokai. Not saying it's a bad pick, saying that it would complement it better in a way of allowing the Twitch to play even more aggressive, even more like you can do mistakes. We have a Twitch, a channel, we have a Lulu or an enchanter to help you out if get into the pickle with something and just let the Twitch rip it up.
Yeah. And you have to, I just feel like this Xerath is a bit out of place in this team composition, but we've seen how strong those ultimates can be. You just press the button 3-4 times and Draven dies.
And if nothing else, you can also match the roam of Aurelian Soul by just walking into up to Drake, even not even to Drake, just pressing that ult and dealing some damage to it.
True. I would give it to Lasins, but still, never do not give up. I don't think they've drafted themselves into a complete corner. I still think that they have very clear win conditions. But that death ball, even towards late game, yes, you're going to have the Twitch and Xerath. All of these champions have good scaling, apart maybe from the Draven, but still, at the end of the day, it's a Draven. It's going to hit like a truck.
If it's ahead. If you're going to not be able to get it ahead to, deny the Draven, not gonna hit like a truck, but then you might have a very angry celestial dragon on mid that you might have to fear.
That is gonna hit like a truck. Ooh, we're purple now. Yeah, we're back no longer purple.
Wait. Today's the April Fool's update for League though, right?
That felt like a fever dream there for a second.
Is the April Fool's update for League also on customs?
So just purple?
No, like Party Drake.
It is a tournament draft. Like it's specifically, it's the tournament.
I
mode,
guess it's
so
not. Yeah, fair enough.
I doubt.
Then it's not.
I doubt
It's
it.
not.
It
We
won't be
wanted to
for
see
normals.
It'd be amazing if we saw the party Drake, but sadly not today, boys.
Yeah, just the normals. Although if someone picks Garen, and if it's the Pingo Garen, I'll root for that.
I don't think we have a Garen player, my dude.
Hey, anything can happen. It's April Fools. Just go for it. Go turn on one for all. Everyone picks Garen. Let's go.
Don't have fun for all.
We can make it happen. Anyway, now we are loading into the game. So yes, in the chat, I kind of agree with you. Draven must get ahead. It is a good matchup for the Draven, but if a few fights go awry and you get ganked, you get a few poor skirmishes off in the bot lane, it can start like flowing out of your control into a point where you're just stuck farming CS, and yes, you're building up the duration stacks, but if you can't cash them in, like there is a way where you actually don't get as ahead as you should have.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that passive rocks. Like you can farm up with Draven quite a bit, and if you get caught out once and you don't cash it in, lane could be over for you.
Or you get one kill and you have a bloodthirster into like 2 swords of the Twitch and just win.
Come back with the bloodthirster in 3rd minute.
That happened to me one time. I got like 4 kills.
I remember.
Game.
I was there. I was there. I was the support. I was the initiative.
Just one like 3-shot the enemy Garrett minute 4 or 5. It was insane.
Yeah, sadly it wasn't a tournament game. It was just a normal or a ranked flex. I don't remember.
It's been ages, but yeah. We're loading into the game very soon. We're hearing that they had multiple pauses when they got into game, so we might have to wait that out. No.
Yeah. So chat, how's everyone's day going?
Can we production? Is it possible, even if it's a pause, can we go into game so we can look at the summoners, look at the runes and everything? Okay, I'm hearing very soon. So a bit of troubles with the instant pauses and our production engine. So hopefully we get there. Still, Frankendoodle, the game has started officially.
It starts right now.
Yeah, there you go. Starts right now on the red side, choosing red side. Lasins coming in hot from their 2nd seed, almost defeatless until we stream them, and looking for those playoffs, looking to prove that they can continue their winning streak into the playoffs. Now on the other side, never don't give up. Yes, they're the underdogs coming into this match, but I don't think it's just going to be a complete stomp as they're looking towards that top side. They're also having something to prove, and they have a very fun composition for themselves.
I think both teams have a fun composition to play. I mean, maybe not the Mundo for the first 15 minutes, but afterwards, I think both compositions are fun to play, fun to execute.
And wait, coming in, Steve is on the front line. Leaf is dancing, but like you have to dance away from this. As luckily for him, the entirety of the team goes in the wrong direction, and he just dashes out over the wall, and he is fine. Now O2 going into a very, very deep invade here, going to potentially put down some wards or even try to catch out the jungler rotating.
That's a kinky position to be in.
Yeah. Oh, coffee with milk. O2 and Kiwi are looking for him. The knockup lands, so does the slow. Yeah, Cafe with Milk has to flash away, and that's a minute 1 flash off of the Twitch, and White Monster is going to have a ball of this bot lane.
Yeah, that turns the tide on bot lane quite a bit because the Twitch is now defenseless. I mean, he has barrier, but the flash is gone. It's
an Alistar. The Alistar, just if it's even close, look at the bot lane again. I thought Steve might be in trouble, but O2 and White Monster playing super aggressive in the first few minutes of this game, and Cafe with Milk also missed 3 minions worth of XP for that play, almost 4. I think he's gonna get that one.
Yeah, that one's. Is it?
Yeah, I think you did. With the increased ranges on XP, in the new season, I think you do get it.
But he missed that one.
Clicking Twitch, yeah, he has 1 minion's worth of XP, and that's so far behind. And White Monster and O2 are going to be able to take control of that bot lane. Now Kewpie onto Mutiny in the mid lane. Mutiny has nothing. He will have to walk away. The only thing that he has is Flash. Kewpie is immune to that stun if he runs into Mutiny, and we have a vertical jungle situation going on around here.
I mean, it's kind of understandable. You don't really care about the Shan on top lane, right? Because the Shan is essentially the Shan will be used to defend the Twitch and just be on side lane all game long. So you just ignore that, just play for bot and mid. And honestly, the Mundo paying off really well in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's so hard for Mutiny to do much because Mundo can just run at you. You have 1 CC and it gets denied by the Mundo passive, so...
Mundo goes where he pleases.
Yeah, he does, especially into this mid lane. Restin, thank you very much for the follow. Still, one thing that I would like White Monster and O2 to do is get that freeze in. So push the wave a bit, let it bounce towards yourself, have it on your side of the map, and just completely deny the bot lane of Never Don't Give Up from any XP or farm. Because they're pushing in, and the Cafe at Milk will be able to pick those minions up.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, they can't really expect to be ganked. So, might as well want to try to take away the...
I might be looking for a dive. Yeah, Soccer plans onto the Twitch. Cafe Milk has no flight of the barrier. 1 more auto attack. Yes, first blood for White Monster. Draven gets the first cash in. It's traded though towards Cafe Milk as the turret deals so much damage to Kewpie.
The damage increases on the turret showing right now.
Yeah. Good engage by O2 though.
Yeah. They got the kill, but sadly they traded one back.
Yeah, still, I think it's worth it because you're able to deny a lot of CS from Cafe with Milk. O2 juggles the turret nicely, does not die to it. It would have been disastrous if he did. Still, yeah, you get the Draven cash in, which is, the most important part. You push in another wave, so it's 2 that now that Cafe with Milk misses, and there's a 20 CSD just in the bot lane. White Monster, you're overstaying, man. You're very much overstaying. This might be dangerous as Steve goes in. White Monster is knocked back. Oh, good. Denied by O2 getting denying the slope. Now Steve might be in trouble. 1 more auto attack from Draven. Yes, White Monster picks it up. Second kill, but here comes Cafe Milk. He has returned from his death pool and flash in from Sjorn. Gets the slow onto the cow. O2 goes down. And it's a return kill by Never Don't Give Up.
And I guess it was worth it in the short term. But if mistakes like that continue, it could get disastrous with that Twitch.
Yeah, it's an overstay by White Monster. We really wanted to go back, get that cash and get the cash in the money you just picked up, and sure you go 1 for 1, but you are going to miss a few CS because of this, and you're going to be a bit behind on the map as O2 had to wait with you and will die. Still. Good gold lead in the bottom, good position for Lasins to be in.
They weren't spotted. That Bob Blossom missed it by like a centimeter, not even that.
I don't think there's anything they could have done. Now Steve might be in a bit of an awkward position. I don't think Lasins know his position either, and the cow is going to be in a rude awakening when he flashes into the cow, and ultimate coming in from Mutiny hits 1, 2, the third one just is not enough. Core Tank manages to float away.
Yeah, it's a bit wacky when the dragon starts to fly because he's a bit above his hitbox.
Yeah.
So it's not a fun time. As grubs get taken in return for that Drake and weird interaction in mid.
Still, it's a grub for Drake trade. It's kind of very normal. And basically, we've seen it in all echelons of play. One team gets the grubs, one team gets the dragon. I prefer the grubs. I feel like if you get snowballing into the mid game, you can just get so much done with the grubs. And actually, Kewpie and O2 are here to get. Oh, but he missed the bread and butter. No, O2, you can't do that.
Cowbell to make to get
He
back.
wants more. Ooh, he's actually very deep. Steve is waiting for him. He does have the knockup, and Storm will be put back directly into the welcoming hands of PewDiePie, and it is Cortex that picks it up. Now, 3-member strong into this invade. Steve is the target. One more out attack. Yes, PewDiePie picks it up, and it's a 2-kill invade into this blue buff.
I mean, honestly, I thought those two overstepped, but apparently not.
Like I told you in prep, O2 just goes into the enemy team, not fearing anything. A good punt, not pump, into PewDiePie, and then Steve is defenseless here without his flash.
Yeah, I know a person that does that, but sometimes he ends
Sometimes.
on the world stage.
Yeah. So 1400 gold lead for Lasins. The majority of it is on the bot lane, but crucially also Cortex, by picking up that kill, is going ahead against Mutiny here.
Yeah, the dragon did pick up the kill. It can get spicy. I don't think it's disastrous like early game for Never Gonna Give You Up, but
White Monster, this is what I was saying. You have to put away a Draven to upkeep those axes, but O2 is there perfectly. Cafet Milk does not have his ultimate. Ultimate comes in, Whirling Death picks it up, and now White Monsters are killing spree. I think he has more to show. Steve does not have the flash, does have the ignite. White Monster is taking low. The Shen has come in, and ultimate from Mutiny, like you said, from the mid lane, from downtown. And it's a 2-kill pickup by the side of Never Don't Give Up in favor just for the kill on Twitch.
yeah, that's the issue with Chen. Then after level 6, it gets so obnoxious. I mean, he is playing into the Gragas, but Gragas is out of mana, as we can see on the right side. So couldn't do anything to prevent that ultimate.
Yeah, and look at the farm. Okay, if we just pan towards down, how much Draven misses. I think it was almost 3 waves. He does pick up some, but he's ahead, sure, but I think that's 10 to 15 CS that he just missed for that death. Yes, you get the kill, but again, it's the CS that's important. And speaking of CS, look at the level difference in the jungle.
Yes, level difference goes pretty fast when you're doing ganks constantly. You see a bit of a Mexican standoff.
PewDiePie. Oh, look at mid. There's a gank coming in onto Cortex. Cortex is ulted by the side of Sion, and he picks up the kill. Now at the bottom we have Trouble as well, Coffee with Milk. In that stealth form, no, there's not no wish to engage.
In the early exchange, if nothing else, the Draven did pick up the aberration stacks. So
Yep.
it was something, but if the game continues like this, I think the Draven will fall behind pretty fast.
Yeah, still, he is a bit away from having the first Bloodthirster, and that's a big power spike because you can add so much. Now Steve is in trouble. Overstepped here, and White Monster picks his 4th kill. Can we just look at the passive, how he has cashed in now? I think you need to mouse over. 440 gold just off of that passive, and still, despite that, it's just around the 1k gold lead for Lasins.
Yeah, the bot lane of Twitch and Maokai is holding on pretty well, like 1.5k behind after you get ganked after you miss like most of the first wave. It's not too bad, I'd say.
Yeah, and O2 still continuing trying to get more, a bit more annoying now. Mitesh proxying between 2 turrets will probably pay for his life, and I don't think this is a good death because I don't think you get anything for in return, and that's a 360 gold kill. Now, White Monster and O2 in trouble. O2 only punts back, a good punt back onto Steve, as there's 4 players strong into this bot lane.
Yeah, the Xerath has ult ready, so that would be disastrous if they catch them off here.
I don't like death from Mikash. I don't think he got much for it. Like, yeah, you get the dragon, but it's traded for the grubs, and
He did get the wave.
true, but so did Gragas, and Gragas is usually the one, who likes to be in the back line of the tower. So I don't think it's a good position for Nikesh. Still, 4 grubs go to Lasins, 1 dragon apiece, and Tank Dragon is going to be the soul.
That's not the best, not the worst zone, let's say. It's spicy after the buffs.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly.
Shield and shield power though. Good
Yeah.
on Mikash, good on Leaf, good on PewDiePie. Even White Monster with the life still coming in. But oh no! What are you doing, Cortic? You just floated into Steve's welcoming arms, and Mutiny picks up the kill.
That's another point of contention there, because the dragon, you do want it to be ahead, not to be 220 CS down.
Yeah, it's now sure. Yeah, Cortic is getting the kills, but like you say, a level difference in the mid lane as well in favor of Mutiny. And right now, I think Mutiny is going to be a bit more impactful. Now, PewDiePie wants a bit of that high. There's 3 members strong. The Soul has TP'd in, Mutiny flashes out. Ultimate on Cortex not available. Ultimate on PewDiePie is being popped, but it's not enough for player strong from the side of Noob. And already 1 kill down. O2 still wants more. Lasins is fighting. This is fighting so far behind in manpower, and O2 will most likely pay the price. Unbreakable will keep him alive for now. The top side, White Monster barely able to stay away from the players of Noob, but flash in from Mikash, flash away from White Monster is going to save him, and that's it. Only 1% dies unless, yes, Caffeinated Milks picks up Cortec, and it's a fight win for Noob, and gold is equal.
Disaster strikes as they decide to fight that one. Just
Yeah,
one by one walking into the enemy team.
You have the upper hand on the top side as Leaf is picking up solo gold, solo plates, solo turret. Like, he's picking up so much gold on the top side. You can just disengage in this bottom side, stay away from the enemy team and just cash in on the top side. But instead, 2 kills go over towards Noob, and crucially again, it's Twitch to mix it up.
Yeah, and the Craven there with a very greedy basic attack just has to use a flash afterwards. So
Yeah,
it's a very greedy play. It's a bit of a desperation play, but they were still ahead, I think.
Yeah, it very much looked like a desperation play, despite being in a not desperation moment. And now Leaf, Rella died in the mid lane.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Suron goes towards the top side. So White Monster does not have flash, does not have cleanse, and look at how low he is. And there's just a flash over the wall from Suron and picks it up off of Mutiny's poke. Nicely played there.
Yeah, it just slowly starting to fall apart for Verax.
Yeah, Lasins are just all over the place. The only gold lead they have now is on top of White Monster, and White Monster is not there. Cortex has the big ultimate knock up onto 3 players. That's really good. O2 is staying alive with Unbreakable Will, and yes, 2 kills onto Lasins. Steve now might pay the price, as well as the float comes out from Cortex. 1 more passive proc. It takes it, and Cortex will go down. Steve picks it up. Still 3 for 1, and the kill goes towards Steve. This is great for Lasins.
Yeah, this is what they needed if they wanted to continue. I think there was a bit of a moment of miscommunication, mistiming, and just misplaying. They get back on the same page and do the fight.
Crucially, again, the kills on Lasins are going towards the right people. White Monster has 4. Yeah, already has that Bloodthirster. Cortex has 4. He also has the first item going for that Rylai's, and even PewDiePie already has finished his Heartsteel.
Yeah, that Heartsteel for quite a bit, I think.
I think.
I think.
Yeah, sure.
I think it was some time ago that he. I could have seen wrong, but I think I saw the proc on the when they picked up the Shen on the.
You can see how PewDiePie can just go into the enemy jungle, not really care about what the enemy team has to say about it. And on the bot side, I don't think White Monster wants to stay in that bot side. I think you want to unleash him towards that mid, unleash him to get more done around the map. He's like just stuck farming there in the bot lane, and it's not where you want to be with a 1k gold lead still. Mutiny might be in a bit of trouble. O2 has found himself into a good position. Ping's coming out. He has shown himself. Now Mutiny might be in trouble. Knockup lands. The stun will land as well. 1 more basic attack. Stun onto White Monster. A lot of damage coming in. Sheer Stand United from the Shen. And now O2 might be in trouble. 1 more ultimate coming in from the Mutiny will pick him up, and yes, it's a return kill, and it's a dive gone wrong for Lasins.
And again, the Shen just ulting to save someone, and they get the kill in return as well. It's a hard one.
Yeah, they're underestimating the Shen, and his ultimates have been insane this game.
It's a Shen. When you see an enemy, I mean, when you see an ally green banana, or what the safe word is, usually it's banana. Don't ask how I know. You ult them, you get the kill back. That's it.
Yeah. It's caught Lasins off guard multiple times, and it's put Lasins, Never Don't Give Up in a position to get that dragon. Still, Lasins, 1,000 gold up. It's not anything to write home about, as White Monster will pay the price. I don't think you're getting out of this one, buddy. TP coming in, Clans coming in, but it's not enough. It's Shen, unfortunately, that picks it up, and Mikesh, no! O2 trolls his AD carry as he picks up the kill instead of the Draven. Now Steve might be in trouble. He does not have the ultimate, he does not have the flash. O2 and Cortec are here to fight, but it's again a 2v3, and I don't think they want to take this. It's a lot of damage coming in onto O2. He does not have the unbreakable will for a few more seconds. Sion also very low. Now rooted up is Cortec, and Cafe with Milk just takes down O2 on the backside with the poison, and it's an overstay again by Lasins. You did not need to make that play, but still on the top side you're winning.
You're getting a lot on the top side, but is it worth it? Like, you're giving the Twitch such a free reign on bot lane now. He picked up another kill, another assist. Was it 2 kills? I'm not sure. But the Twitch is getting stuff, and you really don't want that Twitch to pop off.
Yeah, Relan, White Monster was so ahead in this game, and now he's finding himself only like 400 gold ahead, and it's 18 minutes. You would have wanted to make use of this Draven's one item power spike much more than you have so far.
Yeah, it was 1.5k ahead not so long ago. Now it's just 600 gold after this wave was taken, but the Twitch is back on map. It's gonna return that 100.
Yeah, honestly, I think your Cafe with Milk is in a fine position for himself. And also Mutiny. Yes, you're 800 gold ahead. That's great. And you have 2 items, which is also great. The poke coming in from him right now is insane. And remember, whichever one of these carries gets targeted, have their stand united from Mikesh.
Yep, it's still, like I said, I think the Twitch would be deadlier with another enchanter on the team, but this is working out perfectly fine.
Yeah, Steve has been able to be the scapegoat for them. He has died in many of the situations. Now Sior might be in a bit of trouble, gets knocked up by O2. Kipai is here. He does a lot of damage to tanks, oddly enough. As he just runs into Skion, he does not get the hard tilt proc. He just tosses another cleaver, walks away, and this Kipai is actually the difference maker, I think, in this game right now. He's the one that needs to carry this team.
Yeah, it's not just the time that he deals damage to that cleaver, and quite a bit of health from that Xerath as well.
Now O2 and Steve, a bit of supportal combat, but Steve is in the wrong side of the map. Can he utilize this? Huron goes in, but it's only onto Leaf, it's only onto Kipa, it's 2 tanks. But look at the damage coming in from Mutiny as he hits multiple people the ultimate. Now again, a 5v3 situation at bots, and because of the State United, O2 pops the Unbreakable Will, but it's not enough. Cafe with Milk picks it up, flash forward from the Shen, and it's another kill for Cafe with Milk, and suddenly this Twitch is ahead.
Yeah, that was overconfidence.
Now
best Twitch gets overconfident.
Barrier will not save you. Shutdown coming in from Kyopai. And now I think Cortec and Kyopai can play this, even though it's a man down. It's 2 men down actually. No, good stun by Mutiny onto Cortec, and now it's Kyopai alone. He gets Blast Gun. Can he get out? I don't think he can. W from Mutiny, and it's a 5-for-1 in the bot side and the Atakan as well.
Yeah, I think they just got over jealous on that Maokai support, finding him outside like the enemy range, but that's Xerath. You're never out of the range.
Yeah, and the ultimate from Xerath coming in, hitting. Yes, you're into 2 tanks, sure, but if you hit multiple people with multiple ults, damage starts racking up. And right now, Never Don't Give Up is in a grand position. Suddenly this Twitch is ahead. You're still 1200 gold ahead in the mid lane, just champions specific. And the only ones behind are the tanks, which, are the tanks.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer for that Twitch to just close the gap and take the advantage.
O2 looking for Twitch. He does have the flash. Good flash. Cafe Milk gets out.
Yeah, that was crucial. You don't want to lose the Twitch right there. Nothing's on the map, but it's not even a
He
shutdown.
would be bad for Drake, and it's 2 items. Cafe with Milk has more bot than White Monster. Suddenly, you're in a position you really did not want to be as Lasins. It's not over yet. One Twitch kill can bring you back into the game, and you have the options to do it, but the stand United is, it's been on point so far.
One thing I just noticed, it's been, I think, about 10 minutes since the last Draven cash-in.
Yeah. And
He's been sitting on those 4 kills for like 7 minutes or so.
Yeah, it was 4 and he was 4-1 at some point. Now it's 4-4, so a lot of that also coming in. And now Siona's team a bit far up. The only one supporting them is Mutiny. But again, the range onto that Xerath is huge. O2, look at the chunks coming out from this Xerath. And the ultimate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good sidestepping by O2 to barely keep alive. Meanwhile, Twitch is just getting the mid lane turret, and topside, Leaf is losing into Mikesh heavily, and now I think Lasins have to back off because Mikesh does have that TP that ultimately Leaf has to recall and then TP, so he's going to be late to display regardless.
Locket used there for the Alistar as well, otherwise he would have died to that last ultimate of Xerath.
Yeah. And it's a dragon take. Now, soul point for Never Don't Give Up. And again, you're ahead in a composition that should not be ahead in this point. Cafe at Milk, 2 items strong. That crit will start scaling up. That Twitch will start becoming even more of a problem with each passing minute.
I mean, he got past the early game where the Draven was not too friendly about it, as Mikesh oversteps.
Mikesh oversteps, but PFI does not hit the Q. Mikesh is still tanky, he's still a Shen. He does not have the flash, and so I think he will go down. O2 patiently waiting. Oh, that's actually the knockup on the Cafe at Milk, but again, it's 3v3 on the top side, and Cafe at Milk is still alive, he's still safe, he does have the barrier, he does have the spray and pray. O2 pays the price, Leaf has to dash away, and it's another overextend by Lasins. It's another fight that you engage while being man down.
I mean, I don't get where they're taking these fights. Like, you're catching someone off guard. The first thing is you don't want the Shen, especially if you're not having one of the damage dealers with you, right?
Yeah,
At least it feels desperation. It feels like they're not sure what to do on the map and they just want to get something back, and it just keeps failing.
Yeah, and it's a situation where you have 3 tanks in the top side fighting the tank going into the enemy base, basically. And you don't know, you have no information what the rest of the team is. And one damage dealer has to show up, in this case, Cafe at Milk, and you just win the fight. They wasted so much on Mikesh, there was nothing left in the tank for the Twitch.
Yeah, and the Twitch being patiently awaited by the O2. I think O2, if he just dropped a pink ward into the Tribush and went to help with the Shen by, slowing him down, maybe punting him back into the lane, would be better than just waiting for it.
Yeah. Now, Never Don't Give Up in a commanding position as this Baron spawns for 25 minutes. 1.5k gold lead for them, but crucially, they have the lead in tempo and they have the lead in champions at this stage of the game. Which 2.5 items versus the Draven's 2 and only 2 items.
The issue here is Shen is picking up items as well pretty fast, and it might be a tank, but it can create so much space for the Twitch to just unleash everything he has.
Yeah, and it's a position where, realistically, without White Monster's damage, I don't think there's enough to punch through this front line right now of Never Don't Give Up. And unless you get a pick, unless something... Like, it's even hard getting a pick because of the Stand United.
Yeah, the Black Fire Torch picked up by the Aurelian Soul. Next item being the... oh god. The Mask, yes. I play League, don't worry. The Burn Mask.
Yes.
You know what I mean, right?
Why You being confused also made me confused. As O2, you're on a ward. You're taking the half of your HP damage from the Baron. Now White Monster is here as well. You have the sweeper on PewDiePie. Please press that 4 button, man. You're directly on a ward. Nuke knows exactly what you're doing. Never Don't Give Up is in position. Leaf is in a bad position right now as he does get the knockup onto Coffee at Milk, but there's no follow-up. There's the ultimate coming in from Steve, just denies everything. Now Leaf O2 is low in this fight. As it breaks out, the upside 2 tanks, and only 2 tanks against 5 members. White Monster has to dodge everything. He does not. Mikesh pick him up, and there's no more damage coming in. Kortek is now on the sideline. He does have the big ultimate, but he has to flash away. PewDiePie is the only one actually doing damage, but he gets denied and killed, destroyed in this Baron pit. And all of this happened because you were sitting on a ward.
I'm out of words, honestly. Like, Kortek here just waiting for the ult, I guess? Like,
I don't know, honestly.
just drop it on the tanks and try to at least take one down? Because
Yeah, the ultimate coming down, like even the passive, like the AoE of the ultimate would have been huge, but it's just another fight loss, another overextend by Lasins, and you were on a ward. O2 took half of HP to Baron before the first auto attack from White Monster even came through.
yeah, Verax feels like they're not on the same.
Big ultimate coming in through. Coffee at Milk has to flash away, a lot of damage onto him, but it's the Baron is secured by Never Don't Give Up, and now they have this Baron together with O2 actually going in. But look at the damage onto him. He does not have the ultimate and gets destroyed by Mutiny. Still, Cortex staying steep. That's good. Leaf goes in again too far, and it's just 1v3. Cortex cannot follow up, and Leaf will end up dying. Another overextend as Never Don't Give Up has the rogue energy power play of the Baron.
If if Silvani would have waited for the ultimate, they would have got Kortek out as well there.
Yeah. And now PewDiePie starting that dragon. Now this is desperation. If you let this go, it's huge. Kortek does not have the ultimate for this dragon fight. Neither does White Monster, neither does PewDiePie. In 3 more seconds, Leaf is 12 seconds until he can even start TPing. And I think this might be just the soul for the side of Never Don't Give Up. Can PewDiePie come in and steal it? Can he run into it? Yes, he presses the button correctly. He gets the steal. Now can they win the fight? Knock up onto Sion. A lot of damage onto him. The front line is dying. Look at the shield standing actually coming through. Will not be enough. Now Mikesh is in the bottom side. Ultimate from Steve comes in, gets the root onto White Monster. White Monster is taking a lot of damage from Cafe with Milk. Now suddenly there's no more damage. Only one being the Kortek, and he's alive still. A lot of zoning coming out to him. And Leave, come on, please, man, just back off. Press the back button. You got what you wanted.
That was a massive fight. They got the Drake, but White Monster were stepping there. Like, don't step before your tanks.
Oh, as another fight, you're again 2v3. Luckily, Kortek is here with the ultimate, and Mikesh might just pay the price. No, one more passive proc will be here. Kortek goes very, very deep as he floats over the entirety of the bottom side of the map to pick up the shutdown. That's good. PewDiePie flashes in. Cafe with Milk, only about 300 HP left on him. He does not have the flash. Leaf is here chasing. The slow coming in flash failed true, but it's a shutdown onto Leaf. That's what you want. Upon the back coming in onto Steven, he will pay the price as well. Good continuation from Lasins. At this time, it's Never Don't Give Up that actually overstepped.
Yeah, Never Don't Give Up. Not spending the money they earned from the earlier fights, just trying to force everything, but at some point the force, if you don't have the cash, won't work.
Yeah, and it's finally that Kortek, we can see that he's starting to become an issue for the side of Never Don't Give Up. As PewDiePie just can't get the button again? No, he can't.
Yeah, double burn item on the Aurelian Soul do be hurting.
Yeah, the tanks especially. And you know how White Monster was 1500 gold ahead in the early stages of the game?
Yeah, it's 1800 now for the Twitch.
Yeah, so the Twitch got like 3,500 gold swing in 15 seconds, like 12 minutes or so.
I mean, White Monster still on that 4 kills as well. Like, he hasn't picked up a kill in 15 minutes.
Yeah, he is 0-5 since getting those 4 kills, and it's you're 2.5 items as Draven against 3.5 by Twitch. You're really not in a position you want to be.
I mean,
Saving grace right now, and the one that really needs to carry is Vortex. But also, PvP has been pivotal for basically everything that Lasins has done so far.
yeah, I think the more pivotal thing here is just PewDiePie and Cortec collabing on those kills, just making sure that they can't get onto Cortec while PewDiePie frontlands. But that's a hard thing to do when the enemy team is in this position they're in.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm wondering now what Lasins can do. They can't really step up. The entirety of the jungle is in control of Never Don't Give Up. And if they press this advantage, 1 minute 45 to Baron, 1 minute 55 to Dragon, and again, it's the soul. For the next 3 Dragon takes, it will be the sole point for Noob.
I mean, like, I guess you wait for the Dragon, like you ignore the Baron. Might be the best option you have to actually win the game. Try to play around the Dragon.
Honestly. Or do you straight up ignore... What if you're Lasins, you give the soul, and then you play for the Elder flip?
Yeah, I mean that. No, if you try to cross map whatever the enemy team does, because the objective is spawning.
I'm actually in trouble. Sand United coming in, it's huge. But the ultimate from Cortec is also huge, and he picks up the Twitch. He's on a rampage. Steve also is taken down. It's a good catch from Lasins, and this is what he must do. Now they have 4 grubs. Look at how the towers melt. There's one lone minion that they need to protect to continue this push.
That was...
Oh, a good collapse coming in from Lasins. Gaffet Milk stepped a bit too far. He wastes both of his summoners, still goes down. They waste Mikesh Sand United, and it's a disaster for Noob's advantage that they've brought up in the past few minutes.
Yes, the advantage just... It isn't gone.
Oh, Mutiny clean with the ultimates. Takes down Cortec from almost 100 to 0. Now... Noob are in a good position. The ultimate from Huron lands does not land. It's sidestepped by White Monster. Good flash onto Mutiny by O2, and look at O2 being in trouble in the top side. Meanwhile, White Monster on the bot side. Crucially, Mutiny goes down. That's the more important part than White Monster being alive. Now, 2 more members up by Noob. They do have the jungle still. As Mika just gets not punted back, I think he will be able to dash out of this one, and he does.
Not yet. Batman always catches up.
Batman always catches up as Mikesh is doing a lot of damage to O2. O2 might go down if he's not careful. Flash forward and Mikesh picks up the kill on the bottom side. What is White Monster doing at the red buff? Mikesh will be able to keep back Leaf and PewDiePie. He just does not go down. And now 4 members strong for the side of Noob. Take down Leaf. They take down this tank duo of PewDiePie and Leaf, and this will be the Dragon.
Yeah, Cafe with Milk has respawned. And I don't think he liked that one, that they picked him up.
Yeah, but what was White Monster doing fighting 3 people at the red buff?
I think he didn't get a chance to escape earlier.
Maybe.
Not sure, but it feels like he didn't get the chance to escape. He had the chance to escape while they collapsed on Mutiny, I think, or Steve. I don't remember who was getting collapsed on. Then he just couldn't escape because people were on him.
Yeah, and right now, Soul picked up. You have 3 Camtech Dragons, 2k gold lead. Twitch is on 4 items. The alarms are blaring. One single hello will change Lasins' life in this game. And look at PewDiePie. He takes damage even from Mikesh and Steve. As he didn't need to press the ultimate button. That's crucial. But look at the damage. Like PewDiePie is not tanky anymore.
Yeah, PewDiePie lost all his tankiness because the only thing that deals damage to tanks is more tanks. And sadly, never give up. Never. I
never
forgot.
Don't give up.
Never don't give up. Nope. Has more tanks than you, so they hit harder.
No, they actually have the same tanks. Fun fact.
I don't count Gragas as a tank. It's a Gragas. It does everything.
Yeah, but he's a full tank.
I think that's the issue. He should have one full AP. Anyways,
Anyway, as we take note of this game, 35 minutes in, it's been a long one. It's been a bloody one as well. There's brawling constantly. There's oversteps constantly. This bot lane, like Leaf is losing the war of attrition just because Mekash does have that stand united. And as soon as he presses it, you know, Leaf has to answer with his teleport or cancel Mekash. But if he does, if he cancels Mekash, he can join the fight. And I think the shield will outweigh this TP quite heavily.
not just the stand united, he also got himself a locket, so that they have two on the team. I also see 11 stacks on the Soul Stealer. So
Coffee with milk. Dun. This halo did not change anyone's life this time.
imagine they Roomba around the Baron. I think what I wanted to say is imagine a coffee with milk just saying hello to you and changing your life.
Oh, well, to be fair, coffee would be great right now. Not for Lasins as his Twitch. Just basically three-shot anyone. And look at that, Might Monster, boom, 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 dead. Gaffet Milk together with Mutiny picks it up. Cortex has to flash away. He does have the big ultimate, but it's doing nothing in this spot right now because you're 3 men strong and it's only the two tanks. Cortex, why are you walking into the enemy team? He will get stunned up. He will get rooted up. He does probably ultimate. He does heal up. Mundo goes where he pleases for the next few seconds, but it's not enough. There's no damage. Cortex has to recall as well. A good pick onto White Monster by Cafe with Milk and Mutiny.
Here's the deadliest part of the Twitch combo is actually the follow-up of the Xerath, as we got a bit of a tankle combat.
Just, you know,
Wet
the both of them
fight.
have basically, they're hitting each other with meat sticks. That's it. Now, PewDiePie does not have the ultimate, so he is in danger if he walks in. Cortex crucially has the big boy ultimate. Coffee Milk spray is up. Cortex has to be the one carrying this. Look at how far he's back. Look at how safely he's playing, but look at the damage onto Steve and everyone else from that ultimate. But that's it, there's no follow. Leaf finds nothing. PewDiePie know to have to run away, have to punt away Mikash as this fight just fizzles out. A lot of blinking health bars on both teams. Lasins still wants more. They want to continue this fight, and as the top side, actually Steve is in a back position. He was caught recalling where he shouldn't have, and he gets taken down. Now Cortex stunned up, and the ultimate from Mutiny picks up the kill as well. Now on the other side, White Monster has to run away as double kill comes in from Twitch, and suddenly it's 3 members dead again on Lasins.
Yeah, they really need to pick up the Twitch or the Xerath, otherwise the fight just don't go their way.
Yeah, like, sure, you get Steve, awesome, but look, Cortex gets slowed down, gets stunned up, ultimate from Steve coming out. Meanwhile, the bottom side, you just have Leaf being taken down by the poison of Twitch of all things, and still, it's again, you lose fight after fight after fight as Lasins, and you keep forcing them, like you go into the enemy team, man down.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you can't really do much, right? Because if you leave the Baron up right now, at this point in the game, it's just game over. It's you don't really have anything else to do than just go into the mid grinder and hope for the best.
Yeah, but it's not over. Still, Lasins can get back into it. They just need one good fight. They need one pick off from one of these carries. We've seen it before. They can do it before, and they can do it again. PewDiePie will not get the steal off. He was the hero previous time. He is not a hero now. 40 seconds towards that Elder, and I think that is Lasins. Lasins' kind of Hail Mary play. You go in for that Elder flip. You go in for that Elder steal, and if you get it, you might win the fight.
Yeah, another option is just a Fnatic bush somewhere in Noob's jungle around red buff, I'd say.
Okay. Last fight, most likely. The issue is now that even if Lasins wins the fight, they have to win one more, maybe even 2 more. this game to be over. Ooh, PewDiePie has to pop the ultimate. No, he doesn't. That wasn't the ultimate. I saw wrong. So,
That's the
PewDiePie
red
gets,
buff.
yeah, it's healing is insane. PewDiePie gets denied entry to the pit. One third of HP already taken on the dragon, and O2 gets. He just dies despite the tankiness the cow brings, and now Leaf and Cupid they have no follow-up. Courting and White Monsters are very late to this fight. Half HP on the dragon. Ultimate coming in from Mutiny picks up Cortex. Crucial picks up White Monster as well, and this is going to be the fight win for the side of Noob, and I think this is going to be the game as well. Cafe with Milk barely alive.
Yeah, and the Xerath just deals so much damage.
Yeah. And 316. Even Cafe with Milk now 3k gold ahead. Damn.
It's a hard one. It's
Yeah. Good early
did
game
well
from
in early.
Lasins.
Yeah.
Good early game from Lasins. A bit of, like, you make a few mistakes, you make a few missteps, and then you just end up losing the fights. The Twitch gets back into the game. The Xerath is unkillable, and you lose the game as Noob. Never don't give up. The lower seed picks up the win.
It was a hard fought battle, but here we are.
Oh, an exciting one though. A long
Yes,
one, and
yes, it
that's
was.
so many kills. Okay, guys, we're gonna be back in just a minute's time. We're gonna take a drink, gonna catch our breaths, and we're gonna be back for the second game of this best of three.
I've been painting every fence I know, every color pleasing to the same. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going. Hey, you're a wanderer just like me. Yeah, you better know where you're going. I've been painting every fence I know, every color pleasing to the same. 'Cause before you go and walk away, yeah, you better know where you're going.
No, maybe.
Okay. Oh, we're live. Yeah. Hello, guys.
Welcome back, Rooms.
Welcome back. We're live again with the second game. Now, first one, Noob taking it pretty convincingly. Jelly, MVP, who would you give it to?
It's either, let me check the player names. It's either Mikesh or Mutiny, honestly. Mutiny did so much damage in those fights, while Mikesh did so much defending with that fan ult, just perfectly timed every time.
Yeah, I would give it to Mutiny, honestly. He did so much on that Xerath. Like, yes, Cafe with Milk was the target. He was, the big Twitch bang, but Mutiny was just always there, always, the backbone of Noob's team.
Yeah, just free firing from the back line because he has more range than you, so he's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll give it to him. Now, what do you think Lasins needs to do to get back into this series, to, claw back from this deficit?
Honestly, I think they need to fix their communications that they had some issues with in the game one because it was messy. It felt messy. It felt like the communications weren't there or like that they weren't on the same page all game long.
Yeah. I agree with you. Like oversteps, just going rushing into the enemy team when you don't need to. You make plays on two sides of the map, and it costs you.
Yeah, every time you do a misstep, the enemy team will get an advantage from it,
Mhm.
right?
And
If
never
they're
don't give
playing
up.
correct.
Credit to them. They capitalized on all missteps. Every time Lasins just was at the wrong place at the right on the wrong time, never don't give up was there to pounce onto them. 3, 4 members strong. Suddenly, boom! There comes the Stand United, and you lose the fight on Lasins.
As bad as it might sound, but it felt like it was more, instead of a game of who plays the better match, it was more of who does the least mistakes. And sadly, Verax did more mistakes this game.
Yeah, the lessons did, but still, it's not over. They did show promise in many, many fights. And if you're in a position where you can fight, I feel like you can win them. You just have to not be in a position where, you get outscaled. The Draven kind of just is nothing apart from the first few kills.
Yeah,
You have no damage to punch through the front line, and Mutiny and Cafe with Milk are just happy free firing from the battleground.
the Draven sadly fell behind pretty
Mhm.
hard because he picked up
Yeah.
4 kills in the first 10 minutes, and then we didn't see anything from him.
Yeah, I think you need to unleash him faster. You need to rotate him towards the mid lane. You need to get that the Cortex just farming in the bot side, being happy there, and White Monster get those side lanes, get those objectives, get the roaming power that you can have with the Draven.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of the things that the Draven wanted to do, the Shen countered so well.
True. I think the Shen was. I don't think Lasins expected that Shen, and I think Mikesh. On us, like I would give him MVP if I could as well, because his ultimates were on point every time perfectly.
I agree. That's why I hate Shen. At least playing into a Shen. I'd say it like that. Because
Yeah,
it's when you see that blinking health bar, you check what's going on, usually with the F key, and then you see, oh, my ally is dying and I am Shen. Let's just ult on him, and you usually just get returned pretty fast.
and not only that, you have White Monster and O2 who we've seen they like to play aggressive. They like to go in. They like to go in and have those skirmishes. They oftentimes, at least seeing from this game, they focus on together with QVPie too hard on a target, and then it's like, "Hi, Stand United, I'm here, guys," and then it all falls apart.
Yeah, it's the Shen. It's the power of the Shen. Honestly, for next game, I'd say they might want to remove it because
Yeah,
it's an annoyance to play into, and I know it personally.
you just hate Shen, don't you?
I I love Shen. I love playing Shen. I love playing with Shen. I hate playing against Shen.
Fair enough. Uh I don't know, man. I just hope Lasins has something to back off now. This time they have the side selection again. I am yet to get information which side they will be on. Noop shown that what they can do with the first pick, Twitch. It was not being able to be shut down in the bot lane, and it kind of rolled away from Lasnis's control.
Yeah, like they did really well on bot lane the first few minutes. Like I'd say up to level up to minute 5. But afterwards, it just started like everything went south. I feel like when White Monster, like after this play, as we're seeing the replay right now, decided to stay around.
And there is
Um,
something covering draft. I can't see the draft. I can't see the bends.
we see
Something's
it's just
happening in the background of our screens.
oh no,
There
it's
we
an
go.
overfast hat.
There you go. Jelly's cap was on a rampage. Now, Lasses chose blue side, so this time they have the first pick, and the same bands coming through. Never do not give up. Targeting PewDiePie, whereas the Shen being taken off by Lasses, as you were saying.
Yeah, it was understandable. The fan did so much Like it gave him so many gray hairs that
Yeah.
you just remove it.
Yeah. And last man from Never Do Not Give Up. Are they gonna go for anything from the previous game, or are they going to go with the same bands? And yes, it's going to be that Mundo. KiwiPie will not be playing that one.
Yeah, the Mundo, understandably, was also a Jarvan insta-lock.
Insta-lock Jarvan for KiwiPie. I like it. It's a champion that he knows well. It's a champion that he plays well. It's also taken away from Skjorn. Now, he again has that Sejuani if he wishes to go for it. Now, what will Never Not Do Not Give Up play this time? They still have the Twitch. It's the option again. They can pick it up, but it's not going to have nearly the same security with the Jarvan on the opposing side. And it's picked up.
Yeah, it might not have as big of a like. Honestly, a Poppy would give it a lot of security, but Poppy support was gutted quite a bit, so I'm not sure about that. Although the Brom still up though.
Sejuani being picked up. Honestly, I was thinking of Poppy Brom R23.
Yeah, that's a valid option here.
That'd be
As
nasty.
that is quite nasty, possibly even Milia, to be fair.
I don't like the Melio again into Jarvan because you don't really. Can you knock him out of his EQ combo?
Yeah, you can.
You can? Oh,
You
okay.
can.
And now, White Monster going with something a bit more standard that Jinx, good all round, good all the time. So he does not go for the Draven. He has learned that maybe it's not the best in this particular matchup with a Seraphine for O2.
That's still a draft. I mean, draft. It's a flex, I'd say. You can still go with the Seraphine mid. Don't exactly have to just put it up with the Jinx bot. As well as it goes well with Jarvan because the Jarvan goes in and you just press R over it and you're a happy little camper.
Yes, it has been pushed more towards that support role in the past few seasons, and it's answered by Mutiny's Xerath. Huge game from him last game, winning the MVP, and he will be on it again. And this time, though, Lasins have the counter pick towards it. I think Never Do Not Give Up. They're just playing their game regardless of what Lasins brings.
And that is fair, but as a somewhat assassin enjoyer on mid lane, I think that is a very brave move to just straight up pick Xerath.
Yeah, but if you already see the composition that Lasins has, I doubt you can. It does not fit an assassin into there. So, and besides, I don't think Cortex plays it much.
Yeah, that's a skill issue, I'd say. As a joke, don't worry. Uh, everyone prefers their play style, but yeah, I think assassins into Xerath would work, but you'd need to remove the Lulu out there as well. So
Yeah. And Brom being taken off by the side of Lasins, there's still that both, like you say, Milio, as well as the Poppy available for Never Do Not Give Up.
I mean, it depends what you want. If you want more, there you go. And the Emilio picked up. If you want more of an aggressive pairing with the Twitch, you'd go Poppy. Otherwise, it's just Emilio or Lulu.
Yeah. Now, Steam has that Milio. He has played it a lot in solo queue. He has not played it yet in SOL. So, we're going to see how it goes for him. I think it works well in the composition they have. It works well against what Lasins have. Ooh. Was that an accidental Vladimir Lock-in or an actual Vladimir Lock-in?
It felt. I'm not sure. I think it was something else before the Vladimir, and then it was Vladimir lock-in. So that is a very much combo.
A Vladimir mid for Cortex into Mutiny.
I mean, it's spicy. I love it.
Yeah. It's a late game composition for Lasins. It's a late game composition for Never Do Not Give Up. We are going to be farming it up, boys.
Yeah, it is. Oh boy, I love the top lane matchup because it's gonna be so interactive.
The mid lane matchup is going to be and the bot lane, and all the matchups are going to be interactive.
Um,
The only ones with the go in button are the junglers.
I'm sad.
Yeah. Okay. Who do you think won the draft? Just looking off of the two teams.
I'm not sure about the Vlad, honestly. So honestly, have to give it to Never Do Not Give Up just because they've proven their worth early game. I mean earlier in the first game, so
Yeah,
that everything's still up.
I kind of agree. I think this Vladimir does not have the impact he needs to have into this composition because again, if Mutant gets ahead, we see a repeat of what happened last game where there's nothing that can touch it. If Cafe with Milk gets ahead, we saw the same thing in the
It's
last
gonna
game.
be even more dangerous now because he has a Milio that extends his auto attack range.
Yeah, and it's a doozy there for Lasins, and you don't really have you have go in buttons sure with QPI and leave, but do you have follow up? Like Cortec will need a long time to be online. But honestly, if you get into that late game, it's not even a guaranteed win for Verax Lasins, I think.
It's not because both teams do want to scale. Both teams are picked to scale. I think the first person that will fall off in both those teams is actually KiwiPie,
Yeah.
which is not too promising. I guess with the ornament, it might be slightly better.
Do you go for the Zonia's build on QPI?
Honestly,
In this game, it might make sense.
it makes sense. As we get the 50-50 who won draft 1. I mean draft 2.
Fair enough.
That's it's a very fair enough.
But on the other hand, what can stop Cortec if he gets ahead?
I mean, I'm not sure. Is he a Vladimir player? Have you seen his Vladimir? Can someone confirm Cortec as Vlad?
I'm checking the OPGGs of his now.
Is this one of those mid lane? What do you want? Hit me up with something I haven't played in 3 seasons.
Hit me up with something spicy.
Big Vlad main on his Smurf. Okay, so there is hope. There is.
Okay. Thank you for chiming in on that because I see no Vladimir games on his main Cortec account. But yes, if he is a Vladimir player, then maybe this is a game for him to shine because there's no direct CC coming in from Never Do Not Give Up. Yes, they do have they might have the ultimates from the Sejuani, but is that fast enough for the likes of a Vladimir?
It depends on how you hit. It depends on how you use your W on Vlad, right? Because you can dodge so much hit they throw at you that it's actually slightly ridiculous. But at the same time, it's timed. If they know the timings, if they played against a Vladimir and they just about know how long you are in that blood pool, you will die.
True. And honestly, again, it's really it will be a lot of pressure is on Cortec to perform. If he does not, if this Vladimir just falls flat, it might be very sad for Lasins' draft this time. But on the other hand, if 1, 2, 3 go good ganks coming from KVPI, Mutiny is still defenseless apart from that stun, which does not cancel the knockup from Jarvan. If he gets a few of those kills early on, he might just snowball the game.
I do feel like that the Jarvan here will be pivotal on how he plays the early game. If he's gonna do a lot on the map like he did game 1 before like everything happened afterwards, like after minute 5, it can take so much, like it relieves so much stress from the players because they get farm, they get XP, they get kills. It's just an easier way to deal with everything afterwards.
Yeah, truly. And now we are in game. This time on the red side, spawning in 1 game up already. mutiny together with the rest of the team of Never Don't Give Up. And Never Don't Give Up, they won't, because they're looking to be heading into the quarterfinals. They're looking to head into the best of round of 8. Sorry, not quarterfinals. As they're one game up on Lasins, who are coming in as the higher seed into the series, one game down on the prefaces from ending their season here if they cannot pull it off this game.
I mean, the stakes are up. The first stake was very well done, I'd say. This
Yes,
one,
and
let's see how it's gonna be cooked.
the stakes are definitely raised, one might say.
I could go for stake right now. Or kebab.
Well, don't give anyone ideas. O2 might be in a bit of trouble. Just get some poke down. Steve lands the Q. Half HP off of O2 actually. It's the exact opposite from the first game, and O2 has to pop the few pots there.
That's a pot popped already for. I mean, better safe than sorry, right?
Better safe than sorry, sure, but
At least recall.
at this point,
I mean, earlier. I mean,
yeah, but it's an enchanter matchup. You don't really, expect to be bullied that much.
I mean, to be fair, you are a Seraphine. You are supposed to bully.
Yeah, true. Once that E comes off, you get the double Q, you get the just slow into double Q, and so much damage comes off. Like, the range on this champion is insane, especially because neither Cafe Milk nor Steve really do have much range to play off of.
I think Steve has a lot of range actually to play off, and the Milio scaling with that Q just 100% AP into it.
Good forward
actually...
step by Steve. That would have been a lot of damage. This is what I was thinking. Also has to get in fairly close for those auto attacks. Now O2 is without mana completely.
Yeah, that is the early game disadvantage of an enchanter. If you're gonna throw everything at the enemy, you're gonna run out of the kitchen sink.
And a cheetah recall is actually done. Can we look at the bot wave? Is it a cannon minion? I don't think it is.
Not yet.
No, it's not. So White Monster and O2, I think a bit of a too early recall, and you're going to lose a whole wave for this one. And Cafe with Milk, together with Steve, I think have the upper ground in this bot lane quite a bit.
I mean, yeah, it was a bit of an too early. I'm not sure if they misjudged or they didn't feel confident with O2 being out of mana, but a bit of a misstep.
The idea was to poke them down, get them low enough, and then, so they have to recall, and then you go for that low mana recall. But it turns out, for Lasins still, again, it's not in the end of the world. You lose a wave, you're going to be fine, but still, it's not the greatest.
Not optimal.
Yes, suboptimal one, I might say. As O2 together with QEPI now looking at the Sion. Sion does have the smite, he gets it down. This level 4, dings it up. O2's level 2 just now, but a lot of damage onto Skjorn, and he is behind in this jungle quite a bit. QEPI's clear was much faster.
Yeah, it's a jar one. It will clear faster. Faster? Clear. I can't speak. It's a jar one. It will clear faster just because it has so much more tools to do so. Swarm gets slightly lucky.
Mikash has called, Cortex has not. Now Skjorn does not have that smite, gets picked up by QEPI. QEPI starts off with 2 scuttles. Now that's really big. It's a lot of gold and experience towards the Jarvan.
Yeah, but you can't follow up there because your top laner just disengaged, went back to base with 100 HP.
Yeah, but you can, you can go back into your jungle, continue farming, and just be happy with being a camp ahead with having the leash made by you by Skjorn.
Yeah, it was a nice leash. You don't get those soft anymore.
No. It's been a few seasons now. No bot lane will leash for their junglers anymore. It's a sad start for the junglers nowadays. Heck. quick note of this game. 5 minutes in, Dragon spawned. We are basically exactly the same. The only lead coming in off of a few minions here and there. But Monster and O2 starting to take a bit more control of this lane. O2 should have the upper hand in the poke department, as well as Jigs in the just laning department as well. And
Here's where the line shine. Here's where the line shines of Twitch and Milia, because they can take those trades, like when you throw everything at the enemy, right?
yeah,
Where you have like the Milia heal, Milia shields, and the Q. You can just take a trade basically for free, and you're gonna come out on top.
yeah, and yeah, it's like at the end of the day, it's a hyper carry v hyper carry, enchanter v enchanter, and yes, poke goes out. Like you have both sides fighting it, like tossing everything at the enemy, and then just the support presses the heal button, and then nothing happens.
Yeah, it is a sad life we live in.
To actually recalled quite early. He's going for those grubs. He's going to help out the top side here. As okay, good for Lasins. Coffee with milk did push in. Otherwise, I think White Monster might have lost quite a bit of CS there.
A very noticeable thing I just have to praise the O2 for right now is anti-heal first back.
Ooh. As well, anti-heal, sure, but unstoppable coming in. Oh, Mutiny actually picked up one of the grubs. So it's not going to be a full take for Lasins, despite pulling up O2 quite early. And Noob will be getting that Drake most likely, and it's a win for the sides of Never Don't Give Up.
Yep. Did they have a word on it, or was it the Scuttle? They had a word on it.
I think they had a word on it.
Yeah, it's a word there. So they were revealing the plans of Verax, spoiling a Groovy.
And no red trinkets yet on the side of Lasins, and I feel like at this point you should have them, because like you're again standing on wards, it just becomes so like you're losing so much because you just don't take care of those wards. Ooh, White Monster taking a lot of damage in that 1v2 lane, and O2, I don't think you'll be able to save him. White Monster does not have the shield, he only has the cleanse. There's nothing to cleanse if the damage comes through. Sgurn does have the ultimate, he's level 6, he's waiting. Now O2 is a bit low on mana. White Monster is stunned up, cleanses, tries to run away, actually flashes away. Rooted is Sgurn under the turret and actually manages to stay alive. Now Coffee with Milk picks up the kill onto O2. It's managed to stay alive, 2 turret shots almost killing him, but still it's a good dive by Noob again.
Yeah, they pulled down the...
Oh, good flashback off of Milk.
I don't think that would have killed him either way, but better safe than sorry.
I think it would have, it's an execute.
It was a 300 350 HP Twitch. I'm not sure. I need to check the number. I'll check the number, how much it does, level 1. But
You couldn't mouse over the Jinx ult?
it would have been very close. It would have been very close. It's a coin flip, but yeah, if you have flash, just use it. Don't risk it. Don't need to give anything in return.
Yeah. And that was a good gank by the side of Noob, and they're coordinated in these plays. The entire team is on the same page.
Yeah, even Mutiny came down from mid after he pushed out. So there were 4 people on bot, technically. So if it wouldn't go as we get into a pause. If it wasn't for the way they wanted it to go, they had the Xerath ultimate there as well.
As we get a pause in, hopefully, it's not too long, hopefully just, a quick pause into a reset, but we're here now with more hats.
More hats.
Okay, production, just give me a number. How many hats did you prepare?
Wait, I can look like a personal investigator. Wait, it's a bit more here.
The answer is many, and I am scared.
The answer is probably 3 hats per person per game.
How close of a guess is that? More? Oh no.
More? Oh no. Do we have copyright to those hats? We have. Confirmed. Okay.
So Mr. Production Man has everything set up. He has everything. Like he knows he has prepared in advance what he needed to. As we are waiting for this game to restart, it's been a slow one. Not gonna lie, only that one dive coming through.
I mean, it's what you expect. It's such a like what do you call it? By the books picks and everything. Like a tank top lane, engage brawler in jungle, just a mage on mid, and enchanter plus ADC on bot.
Scaling
It's
top, scaling mid, scaling bot lane, and if one team had aggressive, if one team just had Renekton, Akali, or Silas in mid, and then more of a Kalista Draven style bot lane with engage, I feel like that would have been very, very, very bad for the other team. But no, we just have two scaling compositions. Both of them wanted to go towards late, and both of them deciding it in the late game.
yeah, it's what I hated the most when playing. Because I prefer action. I prefer doing it dirty, right? You just brawl it out. You just fight constantly. You just get that hook in, decide it in lane. But it has its ups and downs because it's risky. It's riskier. You can just chill in lane, just wait for the enemy to make mistakes and just punish that, which is a bit more of a safer lane, right?
Yeah, true. We will be getting back into game very, very, very soon. And yeah, it's just going to be a farm fest. I think you're going to be hearing our voices for the next 20 minutes before as nothing happens.
Yeah, as the pause continues.
As the pause just continues.
We can do an AMA in chat right now, so if anyone is still alive, didn't fall asleep from the 5 minutes, nothing happening.
Yeah,
in game.
We are back in game. No AMA for you, man.
AMA cancelled.
AMA cancelled. As a bit of a bot lane plane coming in, White Monster is in trouble. Ultimate from Cafe Milk has been popped, but that's it. That's all that happens. Damage comes through, but it's not game ending. And now Mikesh and Leaf is rolling it out off on top. That's it.
In the
ultimate actually from Mutiny coming in from downtown from the Dragon Pit and picks up the kill on White Monster. He's not having this game whatsoever.
Yeah, Vortex saw the roam. What?
Was that a dive from Leaf? You don't go for this.
It was a dive.
Oh. No, you don't go for this. He flashes in, barely does not have enough damage, and disaster for this Ornn.
Did the sign level up? As we get return kill as well.
Oh yeah, Jaren picks it up.
I mean, it's... I feel like there's a level up for the sign.
We're gonna see. It's level up.
Afterwards he had the gold.
Afterwards, like it's just a blunder from the side of Leaf, and sure, Jarvan gets the kill, but still, like it's a death you did not need to have.
Yeah, as well as we see the deadliness of like the Xeratroms, which we didn't see earlier in the game one, where you can just walk into the river, just stand in the middle of the river and just help your bot lane out with artillery.
Yeah, and now Cute by Cortic and O2 are here to contest the grubs. The two are already taken. Sioran still has the smite, but Mikesh is in a bit of a trouble. It's going to come down to a smite fight, and it's Blue Team that gets it. It's 3 for 3 grubs, one stolen apiece for each play. And that's it. Play fizzles out again.
It felt kinda like not on the same page again for Verax there, because 3 people are holding back the Scion while Cortex is alone in the pit, just poking the Sejuani.
Yeah, but still, like no kills happen. That's kind of fine. I think the only issue is there's starting to become a big deficit in the bot lane. White Monster was ahead in the first game. Now he's behind, sitting 10 CS down, 1-0-1, with the Twitch winning out in the bot lane, and that's again something you really don't want to see.
And that's a Twitch with almost a complete collector. I think after the collector, like he might just want to say hello to the Jinx with the help
Yeah.
of Steve, and there is a chance.
That actually, Mikesh denies the Ornhorn from Leaf. Unfortunate for him, but Leaf also misses the knockup. Unfortunate series of events from him as Mikesh just makes a bush and then walks away.
Yep, it's the unluckiness of playing Ornn and mistiming your abilities and getting knocked up while ulting.
Now the bottom side, Quartek is low. Look at this. One more Q from Mutiny will almost pull him into kill range. Now, Skewer together with the rest of the team will look to complete that dragon. They start the damaging it good because the engage is coming out. Quartek on the other side is very low. One more basic attack will be able to pick him up. He manages to survive. Now Skewer is very low. Mutiny picks up Quartek on the other side just for free realistically. And that's the play over for Lasins. Again, Noob gets out on top.
Yeah, it feels weird because they seem to be on the same page on what they have to do, but everyone's doing it differently.
Boom, coffee milk pops up. He does not have spray and pray, so he just walks away. But like, look at like the threat he has in this bot lane.
Yeah, it's a enchanter steroided up Twitch. There you go.
So a roided rat on roids.
Roided rats on roids.
Yes.
Have fun saying that 5 times fast.
Roided rat on roids. Roided rat on them.
Yeah. I mean, you gave it a try.
It's an honest attempt.
Honest attempt. It's a slow game, but it feels so much is happening just because of the Xerath being able to have the Vlad go down most of the game.
I feel like Mutiny is using his champion to the fullest. Every time there's anything happening, you're just in the right place at the right time. They coordinate, they say 10 seconds in advance, okay, Mutiny, come down. He pushes out the wave. He lets go for 2 or 3 minions, maybe even, and just gets in place for that ultimate to be the difference maker in these fights.
I mean, it's also the power of Xerath, right? Because you can't really miss position when you're like 3 screens away and still hitting everything you need to hit.
Yeah, but you need to be hitting everything, and that's, the difference between a good Xerath and a bad Xerath is everything is a skill shot. So if you miss them, it's bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's bad. Bonk. Someone needs to make a bonk sound, like just the iron pipe bonk sound.
Paste it over all the hard steel procs.
Yes. And just the regular bonk sound of you know which meme I mean, the dog bonk of jail.
If we hear Heartsteel's think of it this way: we hear Heartsteel's bonk so loudly, right? Whereas guns, it's louder than a gun, and it's coming from being slapped by someone. Imagine like you just have physical ear trauma from being hit by a Heartsteel proc.
As a play starts to brew, but it's
Oh no, PewDiePie once more goes into his Yorn, but it's just a tank. And look at the damage coming in from Mutiny, and there's PewDiePie is so tanky. Oof, not tanky enough for that ultimate from Xerath.
Yeah, it's hard to play the Jarvan into this actually because the enemy team is pretty tanky. You're a Jarvan with Luxfield and a Eclipse. So you do have some damage, but you have no survivability.
Oh, Spray and Pray coming through. O2 has to flash, and look at Twitch is already a menace in these fights, and there's also not much unless PewDiePie is up. There's not much threat on this Twitch whatsoever.
Yeah, like I said, like the Twitch with an engaged support, it's good, right? It can work. You survive the lane. It's nice. Twitch with an enchanter is just steroids.
The squared steroids. Coffee milk wants Cortex. Look at the damage. Like 1-2 auto attacks, and Cortex can't really do much. O2 is just recalling. I think his mid laner fend for himself. The poison, will it be enough? No. I think it was a bit like 10-20 HP away from getting collected.
It was an execute. It was one basic attack away from the like E execute. But the issue is he lost vision because Cortec walked into the bush.
I was wondering if the poison is going to tick over the collector threshold.
I don't. I'm not sure if it can. I'm not sure if like poisons can execute with that kind. I know they can with the Drake, like, but I'm not sure if they can execute with Twitch poison.
Chad, do you maybe know if anyone's here? Does collector actually collect from Twitch poison? I'm actually curious. I'm very curious.
I'm not sure. Like, it's something I'm not sure because I'm not a big AoE player, but I remember AoEs. I think they aren't available to AoEs. Dots being to like the dots can't execute.
I haven't played Twitch in so long, and I am unknown to the collector route. As Stab might be in a bit of trouble. He does not have the flash. He does not have the blast code. Oh, he actually does. Managed to punt himself away and just survive. And now Coffee with Milk. Look at the damage he's doing with the spray and pray. Yes, he gets rooted up, but Cortec is low, below half HP now. Kiwipai once more. Skjorn is the target, but Kiwipai actually just has to jump away because there's no follow-ups. Cortec needs to heal up. He's on half HP. Yes, he's a Vladimir. He does heal up, but oh, the ultimate only hits Coffee with Milk and nothing else. And Coffee with Milk does not even get knocked up. O2 already down. Now Jarvan down as well. Here comes finally Leaf. Again, it was a bad fight for Lasins, and it's a 3-0 for them as the fight gets on at the bottom of the Dragon Pit. Leaf manages to flash out.
Yeah, it feels messy. Like I said, like I don't think that Verax is on the same page right here. Like everyone's doing their own thing, and they're not.
Yeah.
It feels like there's missing something, and I think the one thing is like just cooperation and communication on what you're doing.
Okay, I was just checking. So collector reads, if you deal post-mitigation damage that would leave a champion below 5% of their maximum HP, they are executed. So I think it works.
Fair enough. It was very close then.
Okay. It was very, very close. 5% threshold, and then Jarvan would have died, but Jarvan dies already a few minutes later, and now Noop in a 5k gold lead suddenly. Like, the game was quiet, and then you blink, and it's 19 minutes in. Noop is up 2 dragons to 0 and 5k gold.
Yeah, like I said, they proved themselves on the champs in the game earlier, and they're just establishing that, yes, we do play this, we are the better team here. Like, it feels like it. I'm not sure if Verax has any more fuel left in that gas tank, but we shall see.
And I really hope we did not cast a curse Lasins this time as well, because they're coming into this playoff so hot, and they're a few clicks away from losing it all, from getting knocked out.
Well, it happens or something, but Mitni, bit in a spicy pickle.
O2 is in the wrong position maybe, but Mutiny has... Look at the damage, like 1-2 auto attacks will not be enough. Cortec finally picks a shutdown, it's huge. Crucially, Mikesh picks up the kill as well with a flash on top of O2 and a double kill onto Cortec.
Rift Herald used as well to try to save their mid laner, but it didn't go as planned, but I guess 2 kills in return. It's something for Verax, but
You get the shutdown, it's great, it's on Cortec, but it just feels like Lasins is just
diminishing returns.
Behind.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Like, I mean, I'd say it was the correct play, but at the same time, as we get the dive.
Well, Coffee with Milk finally gets over, gets knocked up once, twice, and Kiwipai picks up the shutdown on the Twitch. This is what you need to do. This is what you really need to do. Pick up those turrets, pick up those kills, and get things like this Atakan to get back into the game. You're not out, not nearly, but you're in a position that you really did not want to be in.
Yeah, especially in that early in the game, like it felt like a bore fest. It felt like a, you know, just your average snore fest, 40 minutes, and then someone will win.
Yeah.
But
Now, Stuart, good angle onto White Monster. Pop comes the ultimate from Xerath. Pop comes, it comes again, and two people are down here by White Monster already taken down. O2 is in a bit of trouble. Here comes the Scion, misses it completely and takes the wave. He's actually chasing this. Might be a bit over because Cortex is here to support. I don't think they have enough damage to take care of Mikesh fast enough before the rest of his team arrives. And yeah, Steve is there to support, and Lasins just needs to run away again.
yeah, Atakan, it deals surprisingly more damage than Baron.
Yeah, it's
It
harder.
catches you off guard. It catches you off guard, and you flip so many things. Like, I don't think you can take it when Xerath is up, because someone will get below 50% HP, and that Xerath does have 2 items, so he does hurt quite a bit with that ultimate. So
Yeah, right of the arcane, just taking anyone across the map, and 1100 gold lead for him, 2300 for the Twitch, 1300 for Mikesh, and it's just the leads are insurmountable. The only one with any semblance of a gold lead is KiwiPie with 250.
and doing that, like, from what, 4 minions? 2 minions?
Yeah. It's not a gold lead whatsoever. Meanwhile, everyone that needs to be fed on the side of Noob is fed, and they're fed very, very much. Half an item up on Cafe with Milk. He has 2 items completed. 2 items completed on Mutiny versus 1.5 from Cortec. Mikesh on 2.5 items versus also 2.5 from Leaf, but you know those tank items still. It's an insurmountable lead for Noob right now at 23 minutes.
Yeah, and the issue here is, before the Twitch was vulnerable to, like, surprise attacks, like, you know, misstepping. Now the Twitch might have lost the Shen, but I think the gain in a very good milieu is...
It seems so impossible. Like you'd say a line and suddenly O2 is dead. 2-3 auto attacks from Cafe with Milk together with Mutiny, and there goes your Drake contest, and it's the 3rd dragon going to be picked up for Noob. The only thing that Lasins can try to do is pick up Mikesh on the top side. He does have 186 gold of a shutdown, but can't even get him down. He's so tanky. KiwiPie and Leaf are just beating him up on the ground, but he just does not die. Finally, White Monster is here. He picked up the kill. Crucially, this would be big for the Jinx. Mikesh does not get rooted up. And yes, shutdown for the Jinx. Crucial. That's really what he needed to do. But KiwiPie might be in trouble. He has to flash away. He gets knocked up as well. He gets beaten up by Mikesh. He wants to lure some revenge. And yes, it's a kill for Cafe with Milk. Now, Cortic is in a good position. He was on top of this Twitch, but there's no damage coming in. White Monster also shooting him, but Bjorn is in your face. And like, this is a good play from Lasins. You pick up the kill, but it's 3 members down on them immediately.
I think that the Jarvan walked into the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, and it's a disaster coming out from Lasins again. You pick up a kill. It's a desperation kill to get it for the dragon, and then the fight just turns around into not in your favor, and it's such a bad position for Lasins to be in. Like, Noob is doing everything right.
Yeah, the milieu heals were actually ridiculous in that fight.
And as the rogue energy fueled power play comes out from Noob, and what can Lasins do to get back into this game? Honestly, it's such an uphill battle here.
Hard one. Like, just leave objectives until you get to the the Elder Drake, and try to flip it there. That's the only thing I see that you can do, basically, because
look at the damage coming in from the Xerath. If 1 or 2 of more hit, if 2 of them hit, I think O2 is just dead or has to use the heal. It's so hard for them to play. This Xerath is insanely powerful.
I mean, it's a 5-1 Xerath with Magi 10 stacked.
Yeah, and Cafe with Milk, 3 items versus 1.5 of White Monster.
a hard position to be in.
It's a very hard position to be in. I want Lasins to find something. I want them to find a miracle. I want them to succeed in this game so we get a game 3 so they continue onwards. But it just feels like it's an impossible situation for them. You pick between bad and worse options. You go in one direction, you have mutiny firing on top of you. You go into another, you have mutiny firing on top of you, and it just, you die.
You go out of the game, you go to sleep, you see mutiny firing from another angle at you.
When they fall asleep, mutiny will firing on top of their bed with those ultimates. And look at, like, Kafed Milk already picks out O2 before he can even get an ultimate off. The heal is not here in Proc. Cortex heals up a lot, but that's the ultimate down from him. Leaf is on the wrong side of the map, but it doesn't matter because Cortex is the target, and even Jinx underneath 2 turrets is not able to survive. And Zyorn just is in the enemy double between his Nexus turrets, and it's a fight lost for Lasins, and I think Noob will be able to win it right here and then.
Here and right now, because the Twitch just walked into mirror range and unleashed. It's game.
Yeah, I think this is game. 13 seconds on Cortex, 10 seconds on White Monster, now 7. Both the turrets already down. The base is the target, and I think Noob don't give up, won't give up, and will take down Lasins and continue into round of 8. Lasins are unfortunately out. Oh,
Was a game.
was a game.
I mean, Noob just showed so much dedication in this game, though. Like the play, how they played, or how they executed. If you noticed, the AD carry, Cafe with Milk, he was never out of position. Like
Yeah.
even in the last fight when he went melee, he knew that melee will protect.
I feel like Noob just played better on all fronts. Like, they deserve this win, truly, but it feels Lasins had such a season. They were undefeated almost to the last few games, and it hurts for them to go out like this. I feel like they had more to show. They had more to bring to the table, but regardless, it is Noob. It is never not give up, winning the game, getting the 2-0, and proceeding into round of 8.
They never gave you up. They never let you down. They never turned around.
Never deserted you. Oh man.
In the end, it's who comes better prepared on the day, and I think Noob just was today. It was theirs.
I don't think Lasins had an answer for this Xerath. Also, player of the game chat, you can also vote. Who do you think wins it?
I think
I would again give it to Mutiny.
I think the chat doesn't agree with you.
Oh yeah, I take a look at the poll, and yeah, it's Cafe with Milk winning it handily. Yeah,
I mean, he didn't misstep once. Like,
to be fair, Sigurn was deathless. Like, everyone was playing exactly as they should have on the side of Noob, and it like, I don't think Lasins had a single step of a single foothold in that game.
Yeah, I mean, Catherine McMilk just having the ADC privilege of playing a hyper carry with an enchanter, because it looks way better when you can do that.
Yeah,
and
it does.
Enchanter doesn't get anything really here. Like the Enchanter did most of the work here. Steve did the best game in his life here. Carried Cafe with Milk, but Cafe with Milk gains the MVP.
Totally not biased opinion whatsoever.
No, I'm not a support man, guys. I don't even play League anymore.
Nah. It's a good win by Don't Give Up, and a deserved one at that. And they're moving onwards towards the round of 8. I don't believe they have the opponents yet, but we'll be looking to stream them next week. And speaking of next week, is the continuation of playoffs. Monday, Tuesday. Monday, most likely Division 1 or 2. Tuesday, one of the other divisions. And we're going to see how everything goes next week. But this is the end for all of Verax's teams this season.
Well, it's my first guest. It's sad. It's a sad one that all Verax teams are out, I guess.
Yeah,
But we'll be back stronger next season.
and we'll be back stronger next season. And I believe that's going to be it for us. I don't think we have an interview. If anyone from Never Don't Give Up or even Lasins is in chat, and if you want to hop in onto a call, hop in onto an interview, give us a shout.
Coffee with milk.
Oh, we have some people.
Milk with coffee.
Milk and coffee. Join on in if you want to. Wait, I'll give you an invite. Wait, I had some. I had the production in my ear. I didn't understand exactly what you meant, but I put the invite link in chat. So Coffee with Milk, just join any channel, and we'll drag you towards the interview room. Yeah, yes, literally two messages up. But maybe he wasn't in chat by then. Maybe he was being a good boy and didn't look at stream while playing an official map.
You don't do that? It's 3 minutes behind, anyways.
Yeah, but still, like you have to focus on the main thing in front of you. It's the game.
I mean, yes, but you can listen to what the casters are saying about you. I did that multiple times. I did that multiple times.
I would. I did it once. To be fair, I did it once. Got so self-conscious, I started inting and then closed the stream and then cried.
Oh, I mean, Mekish is also down.
Mikesh, join any chat into Discord, and we will drag you towards that towards the live channel. Just hop on in whenever you want.
And you'll
or
be dragged.
This link as well. This is the perma link. The other one is a temporary link. However you wanna join in.
So Shrooms, how did you enjoy today's games?
I'm sad. I'm sad for Lasins. Like I have to say it. I am biased. It is what it is. But also very, very well played from Never Don't Give Up. Honestly, like they were better on the day. They deserve this win handily. And I honestly want to see what they can do in the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, Mikijin's in public lounge.
Yep, I am dragging him in. Hello, and congratulations.
Hello.
Hi. Well, first off, again, congrats on the 2-0. A pretty strong performance from you guys. How did you feel coming into this match?
I was actually very worried about the match. I was looking at the other players' ranks, and we actually haven't even played a single game with Coffee with Milk before. He's an emergency substitute. But we meshed really well, so it turned out great.
Nice. Yeah, it really did. Honestly, you guys showed strong resilience both in the first and second game. The first one going long, the second one basically just being in your control the entire time. What do you think was the key factor for your guys' win tonight?
I think, as always, our support and mid lane, they have this insane synergy. They're just on the same wavelength, So they find plays, as in the first game, they got the Mutiny really fed. So he could one-shot everyone in the late game. So that's the key factor, I think.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, honestly, it felt like the whole team was on the same page all around. Like, you guys didn't do... I mean, there was a few missteps here and there, but especially in second game, it felt like you guys knew exactly where to be and what to do.
Yeah, we're all committed to our roles, so we're trying our best. And also we're working a lot on macro, and we look at replays, try to find where we make missteps. So yeah, we try our best.
Yeah, it honestly shows you guys were on top basically the entire in any play. You had 4-man, 5-man dives bot. You had coordinated plays with Mutiny coming from the Xerath, and honestly, what do you think went wrong for Lasins there? Because what could they have even done against you guys playing so well like this?
It's a bit hard for me since I'm in the top lane perspective, you know. I just see myself and the Ornn and we're bashing each other down. But I think that you really need to respect our mid support synergy and the ganks that come in the mid lane.
Yeah. We have a question from chat. Is Stormill rushed the sauce right now?
For whom? Who did it?
PP delivery service.
All right, okay. I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, a huge shout out to enemy team. The games were really fun for us. And we really felt tested in a fun way. It was really fun facing them. It was like the most fun I've had in League in a while. So huge thank you to all the players in the enemy team.
Thank you for showing up as well.
Yeah.
One more question before I round it off with the last question. How did it feel to play the Shen the first game? What was the communication like for your ultimates, because they were on point all the time?
The first one was actually not on point. I was supposed to ult to Twitch, but I was a bit nervous because it was like quarterfinals, you know. So the Twitch unfortunately died to Draven. But then after that, I kind of woke up and, oh shit, I gotta watch the map, you know. Spamming F keys, looking at my teammates, looking at their health bars.
Nice.
And otherwise the communication was like, Shen, hello? All right, okay, I'm coming.
You guys don't have the safe word of banana.
No, not. Maybe we should try that. Just ult instantly on banana.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we have. Regardless, you've already said kind words to Lasins. What would you say to your team now? You're on air, officially recorded for the rest of the world to see. What would you say to your team?
We'll keep up the pressure and never don't give up, and we can do this.
Never don't give up. Oh, okay, how many never gonna give you up jokes do you get?
This was the first one actually, so good on you.
We're the first.
It was the first thing when we joined here that it's gonna be today. Like it's gonna slip out somewhere that it's not, now we're gonna give you up. It's gonna be somewhere.
Regardless, thank you very much, Vikash, for joining us, and thank you for the great game. Again, congratulations, a clean sweep here, and very best of luck going into the round of 8. And yeah, good luck.
Thank you so much.
And with that, everyone, I think we're going to be rounding it off for tonight. We have more games scheduled for Monday, most likely Division 2, being streamed at 18:30, so the same time as yesterday. Thank you very much, Jelly, for joining us. Thank you very much for being here and for casting with me. It was a very, very fun 2 games. Again, unfortunately, Lasins lost. Congratulations again to Never Don't Give Up. And yeah, that's it from me.
I mean, probably it for me as well. Like I'm not just gonna be here chilling.
I mean, you can just have a sleep stream or something with you, or like random.
We talked about my Twitch career earlier, so I think it might be time to return in some bad memes. So
the return of Jelly. And yeah, with that, we're gonna be wrapping it up. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for hopping in, and see you next time.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sound.